The coach and the casual back in Vegas. We have the great Merab Dvalishvili. As we say in Georgian, I'm going to do a little Dvalin Magari Merabi. He's one of the greatest fighters out there. I think he should already have had a title shot. One of my favorite. I've been watching him for a long time. I had a Georgian friend that kind of put me on to Merab a long time ago, and I'm excited to actually get to know him. Let's get into it.
I'll tell you what, Merab. First of all, I'm impressed because I've seen Ramsey butcher names crazy. How did he do on your name?
He did good, actually. He did good.
I watched your video where you broke it down and you're like, "This is how." Can you read Dvalishvili? And you're like, had your glasses on. I love that video.
Yeah, I have to teach Henry because like everybody, like we was talking about before, nobody say my name right, and then it's actually easy. I think easy because you say how you read it, and then when I was supposed to fight Henry Cejudo and he screw up again, I'm like, I have to make this video. I have to give him lesson. I have to teach everybody. Come on, it's time.
Imagine being in the cage with him and it's Dvalishvili, just beating on his face.
Learn it.
Not like that, but when I was fighting, first round, I was trying to be smart, like following game plans, and then I ended up bottom, and then I don't want to make mistake and rush or get punched or and get stuck there, and I take my time. I think I lose my first round, but in the second round, I'm just let it go, like how I do usually.
Yeah.
And then, but when I take his back and I was put against the wall, and then now I was just happy. I know I got it. I break him, saying mentally. I know I was better than him,
Yeah.
And respect him, but I know, you know how it feels. And then
I mean, he admitted it an hour earlier.
Yeah.
We actually just had Henry on the podcast. So
yeah, I saw you guys.
But he didn't say you broke him. He said you beat him. Do you feel like you at some point in the fight he was done? You had him?
No, not like that. But like what I'm saying is when I have his back and I put against the wall, I make him like a put against the wall, and then I was talking Shanshevi, come on, brother, you gotta give me a title fight, like and then I was talking with some other guys, and what I was saying is, you asked me something, and that's why I go there. What is it?
Yeah, we were talking about your name and say Dvalishvili.
Yeah. So I wasn't teaching my name, but once I grabbed him, I knew that I got him.
Yeah. Well, here's a question: when you're in there fighting Henry, we just had Henry on, but even like you, because it was at 135, huh?
Yes.
To me, it's fun to watch. It's like watching. For me, I have children, and it's watching my two toddlers fight. 135, so small, like victim weight.
You got to kick his ass, bro.
But does it feel like
you beat him up for us?
Henry's so
easy.
Easy.
No, but I'm saying is that.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
You know technique, my friend.
Oh my Lord! I'll tell you what, though, we didn't have him. The reason I didn't fight back is
hell yeah.
You gotta let.
The reason I didn't fight back, we didn't have you sign the waiver beforehand.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was crazy strong. Oh my goodness.
It's about technique, my friend.
No, bro. What is your secret?
You're strong.
You are.
That was crazy.
Crazy strong, bro. Is it just like healthy lifestyle all day? Like, do you lift all the time? Because legitimately, we've heard rumors that it's just not. And I watch your videos of. I love to swim, and I can hold my breath for a long time. I saw that video. I was like, this guy's a fucking freak athlete, dude.
Thank you, man. I mean, I don't know exactly what's my secret, but yes, I'm very active. I like work. I like to get better. I come from judo background, and judo is good sport, but it's not best for MMA, and I have to keep improving I have to get better in wrestling. I have to get better at Jiu-Jitsu and striking and everything, and I'm always training. I'm always trying to get better, and maybe because of this, I don't know.
You come from war-torn Georgia. We were talking a little bit beforehand. Obviously, when you were a kid, a lot of these people Ramsey's been fighting since he was a kid, and a lot of fighters obviously they have a tough background or whatever. But you had a much bigger distraction of that kind of safety. What was it like growing up in Georgia, and how did you get into fighting? Because it was a very different kind of fighting, obviously.
Right. So I know you're Palestinian, but you born here?
Yeah. I was born in this country.
Good. Yeah, so I born in Georgia and I moved here United States when I was 22. And yes, when I born, it was bedtime. That time we left Soviet Union, and then we was always independent country. Georgia, we have own language, on religion, on alphabets, and big history. But we was part of the Soviet Union, 16 countries.
The Soviet Union back in the 80s.
Soviet Union.
And you were always an independent country because you actually were ultra religious and had your own food, everything, right?
In Georgia, what is it? It's Muslim or no?
Christian.
Most of the Christian, it's a Christian country, but we have in our country there is Muslim people, there is even some Jewish people, but we all live cool like US, it's
but it's like, isn't that where the Apostle Paul went, right? Isn't that like Georgians like Christian, right?
It's a Christian country, old country, but
it's like an old like old from like Jesus time, right?
Yes.
Like that's what they claim.
They speak Russian?
No, we have own language, Georgian.
Own alphabet?
Yes, own alphabet. Yeah, we have a territory ladder, and so.
But growing up in the war-torn country, how it influenced?
So when I born, then the my country is starting growing up again, like as an independent country, because we was connected to it was that time. No, it was no more no gas, no electricity. Everybody lost their job, and the money what we was used to, the money is crashed. Like money was like not worth it, nothing. Maybe let's say $1,000. You cannot, like if you have $1,000 lari, whatever it is, money. You can't even buy bread. Where you can before you can buy a house with that. You know what I'm saying?
Hyperinflation is what we call it.
Inflation, money, and but thank God I born in village, and in village we have chickens, we have eggs, we was farm.
Cheese, you did. So you grew up like eating off the land,
right? Yeah, but still
they had support. The village supported each other.
Yeah, but everybody from city, like everybody moved to village, and everybody like it was no job in capital city or any city, Anyway, so then it was like bad time, like lots of criminals, everything. And in Georgia, we are tough people. If somebody, if you go wedding and somebody dance with your sister, you have to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
or I don't have a sister, but if my friend, of course, I have sisters, then I have to fight for my friend's sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then little things like that, and then we have also street mentality. We have a couple rules in the street. All the time fights, and also when every time I see something disrespectful or somebody bullying or something, I used to fight, and I come lots of fights in the street.
Do you feel like it's like? So I grew up in Washington State, like Washington, and they used to have a mutual combat law. Yeah. So like same kind of thing. Like if you got two guys wanted to fight. They go outside, fight, no police press, you know what I mean? It's not against the law unless you go above and beyond. And I always felt like made it like where dudes just didn't talk shit as much. And then nowadays, I don't know, I feel like it kind of like balances out the society. Because as a fighter, you're not looking for fights. No. You were just there to defend whatever and be like the karma.
Yeah, answer your question. Yeah, exactly. Like, so I was fighting a lot until when I was 13 years old. But once I start training in judo, and after this, I don't have any interest in to fight. Even, sometimes I have to support my friends and go when they have a fight, like maybe town and town, or school and school, or class and class. I have to go with them. But still, like, I know I'm better than. I don't have nothing to prove.
Like you're gonna actually hurt someone.
Yeah, I don't have any.
But
aggression.
my question is, if there's war happening, if everybody's in poverty. Do they not tell you, like, hey, don't worry about doing judo, we need to work, we need to do this, or your family encouraged you to go do judo and to go fight? They saw you loved it and they encouraged you, or they said, "Hey, stop worrying about that. We have to work. We have to build."
Like, do they ever want you to make money? And stuff?
Yes, of course. My mother used to, all the time. She used to tell me, maybe just think about something real, like something real, job.
Like a real job.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
supportive.
Because nobody. It's very hard to be athlete and live. You have to be special.
Yeah,
And
one in a million.
Yeah, something like that. And my father, he's very casual. Like, he don't give a shit. So he was very tough, and he was. We are three brothers, and he was always raising us. My father, tough mentality. Like, he was always trying to work out and stuff, but same time, be man. Don't steal somebody's nothing. Just work and make money, and he show me good example to be good citizen, a good guy,
And then, so you decided that you didn't want to listen to your father anymore because you've been stealing from Paulo. We've been seeing.
No, Paulo stole from me. I don't stole. He stole food from me, and he tweeted, "Oh, Merab food's tasting good." I'm like, "Oh,
It's mine.
He's such a jokester, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Were you like pissed a little bit? Or you're like, screw it. Do you like jokes, or you kind of?
Oh, I love jokes, man.
Yeah.
That's.
But I think jokes in the Soviet Union are different than for us. For us, if we joke too much, it's time for an ass whipping, I think. From if somebody comes to Georgia and jokes too much, do people beat them up or what?
No. Listen, if you come Georgia, I mean, you have to know that no joke about mother or something, but otherwise, they have to know you and this.
Well, it's like,
but still, if you guest. We have expression guest from the God, and then we treat guest like as a God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
a blessing.
Yeah, and then we are known as a
hospitable
hospital. Yeah, hospital. They treat you very good. They give you food and everything hard.
What's like your opinion then? Like, coming to the States, because that's like the Muslim culture. My family, that's how it is. Like, and I have friends over that never been around, that you like making food, and I mean, you're very hospitable too. Yeah. But when you come to this country, it's kind of a little bit different. Did you feel like it was weird to fit in? Or
yes. Okay. I mean, I can tell you my experience about US. So I wasn't watching too much movie, or I wasn't crazy about US, so I wasn't dreaming about it's gonna be something
like this gold,
there is myth that America is just go there and it's just gonna be king, or I mean,
you kind of are though. You're living the American dream.
yes, but some people has more high
expectations
to go US. Just you have to go there, and
everybody milk and honey.
Everybody thinks they will be in Hollywood and superstar, and even now I think now I tell, because everybody knows my story. I come from village and I moved capital city, and I was a regular guy, just regular Georgian guy, and now they see me, I'm doing good in UFC, and from Instagram, social media, everything looks beautiful, easy, you know what I'm saying? And they think, oh yeah, all I have to all you have to do, just go US, and you can be UFC #1 contender. No, it's not works like this.
There's a lot, it doesn't work like that.
It's people think I'm sure they watch also Hollywood stars. Everybody has the same story. Maybe some people was homeless and like this, and how they become superstar, and they use this example, but they don't know reality. You have to really, really work hard. You have to be special.
You have to be okay with the defeats.
And then, what I'm saying is, I knew when I come US, I have to work hard. But when I came, it was even shocked, because first I came in South Carolina for fight, and I changed 3 flights. First Germany, from Germany in Charlotte, and from Charlotte in somewhere, I don't remember, whatever.
South Carolina is a little less progressive.
When did you fight in South Carolina?
2012, beginning of 2012. And,
oh, wow.
And then I have to go back to Georgia, finish Army. I was in Army 1 year mandatory.
Mandatory service.
Yeah, and then I have 3 months left. And I finish, and then I have tourist visa, and I can come US again. But I decide I gotta go US, and I gotta just stay there and then just keep fighting and then go to UFC. I mean, my goal was to go UFC.
Yeah.
And I have a friend in New York. He was living in New York. He was working construction. And I asked him, hey, can I come to you? And do you know any MMA gyms? Yeah, he said, I find a gym. And I talked to the coach. He said he can give you some MMA fights. He can train you. And he can manage to go UFC, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's all I need, you know?
Who was it? Alonzo?
No, that
Ray
was my
Lando?
Georgian friend.
Oh, okay.
So that time, 2012, you know, like social media wasn't big. You know, we don't know much about. I mean, I don't know because
Yeah, it wasn't
you know,
big
it
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we know only UFC, but how to go there, what you have to do.
How to train.
Yeah, like,
I mean, when I was first in the UFC, there was like, you know, social media just came out and they didn't even know how big it was going to be. Like, I remember having a Facebook and maxing out my Facebook friend request because
yes.
it was like, you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
everyone wanted it. And then they didn't have these unlimited social media followings.
Right.
So I kind of missed out a little bit on that one. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
But now you're kind of like right in it, like your social media game. I mean,
Yeah.
do you make money off of it, or is it like kind of?
yeah.
Well, you
I
got
have-
he's got sponsors. He's got
Yeah, I
bets
have a
on
couple
them.
good
Yeah.
sponsors now from Instagram because they care about Instagram, you know, Instagram story, Instagram post, and as long as you're good on social media like Instagram, they got good big sponsors and you can make really good money now. You know what I'm saying? This with this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then yes, like even 5 years ago, we don't have this.
Dude, we didn't have this opportunity,
Yeah.
and even 10 years in 2012, like you
Right.
said,
Oh, yeah.
no one, you had a Facebook maybe,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
remember I had a Facebook that was attached to my college ID because you remember you had to have a college or something.
Right.
Yeah,
I
And
don't know.
now I have OnlyFans. People pay to watch me get naked. Crazy.
Oh, you must be weird, my friend.
yeah. All rich guys are, bro. You don't want to see what's in that room. You know what I mean? You don't want to go
I pay
there.
the extra to go into that
I mean,
room.
Yeah.
If you athlete and you have OnlyFans because they sponsor you and like this, you know, that makes sense. But if you regular guy, you have OnlyFans.
Well, for me,
then-
hold
Yeah.
on.
It's free too. That's the weird
Hold on.
part. Like you
One
doesn't even
second.
charge.
One second. Let me tell you, I am an athlete, my friend. Okay?
Yeah, oh my
But-
Careful now.
Okay, let me tell you. Actually, one time I opened OnlyFans too, but because they pay me OnlyFans, they pay me money to just open to be on it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was posting regular picture, but I don't follow nobody.
Think how much money you make if you post not regular pictures, though, my
No,
friend.
there
I'll
we
tell
go.
you what, people want to see.
feet pics, bro. Let's see those feet. Bust those toes out.
So crazy. So yeah, that time I have no idea. I do want to go UFC. I want to fight professional, but I have no idea. Even I have a 10 fights in Georgia, then some of my friends, they have official those fights in Topology and Sherdog, but
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't know. Maybe I should call them and show
Like you
them.
didn't have any of your fights online because they were all
Yeah,
in like, Georgia.
YouTube, yes, it was
Yeah.
YouTube. There is
But not
this-
like they didn't count on your shirt off
yes,
and stuff.
yeah, exactly, and then
Like a sanctioned fight, so you had to
Right.
get a bunch of sanctioned
right,
fights.
and then I have no idea where to training, how, but you know, and then I thought the coach will help me. But let's say I go to the gym and I see that it was small boxing gym, and then only the girls and kids was training to lose weight and like like 1 hour cardio training.
Yeah,
hitting
cardio,
bags,
kickboxing.
push-ups, jump rope, and go
Yeah.
home. I'm like, bro, what I'm doing here? Like, I was training better in Georgia at least, you know. Like,
Yeah, you're like, I need to spar,
yeah,
roll.
I need the grapplers. I need the kickboxing, something like hitting bags. I'm like what I'm doing here. I was the president. The guy wasn't able to give me MMA fights, and he make me fight in boxing. I fought 1 boxing, 2 kickboxing fights, and he said, now we gotta try Golden Gloves because no MMA fights. And and I fought 3 times in Golden Gloves. And then after I win 3rd times, it was hard, man. It was hard because I'm not a boxer.
Yeah.
And I have to just push to use my cardio to non-stop, like just go
Just
crazy.
bite down and just go, yeah.
That's why I broke my nose, you know. It's crazy. And
Your
then-
nose is broken?
I couldn't even
Yeah.
tell, bro.
No, you look good.
Yeah.
He's like, really?
Yeah. It's actually almost, it's the more, you and Bilal are the only ones that beat me on my nose so far on the podcast.
The broken one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, and I was fighting Golden Gloves, and 4th time I make weight, and then they don't let me fight because they check like YouTube. They see my fights.
Oh, your
and
pro fight or something?
I wasn't official pro, but they said you're pro. You
Yeah.
have some fights, and they said they look my
Your
ears, and I don't know. I'm like, bro, look at me. I'm not a pro. How I fight? I'm wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just running down.
Yeah, and then officially I wasn't pro. They kicked me out from there. I'm like, why you? If I was pro, why you let me fight here? Because I beat 3 really really good guys.
Yeah.
And I heartbroken. I was thinking to quit. I was thinking to maybe, I cannot get MMA fights. What I'm doing here? And I left this gym, because I wasn't leaving this gym because I have respect for my friend. The coach was making believe my friend, and my friend was telling me, "Oh, this is good. We have to trust the coach."
Yeah.
I have respect my friend, but after I tell him, bro, it's stupid. I don't.
Yeah,
wanna-
you're like, I don't want to be an MMA
Right,
or a
and then-
boxer, I want to be an MMA
and
fighter.
I start working construction. A couple months later, I find my team Seralongo. And,
Yeah. And you were
and-
living in Jersey at this
no,
time? Or
Long Island.
or Long Island, yeah, that's right.
And then from there, and everything changed. Of course, I find MMA gym, and my hope came back, and started fighting, and
Then you met Aldo there, and then
Yes.
you guys kind of like, hey, we're cool friends.
yes.
And from there on, just kind of became homies.
Was
Yeah,
it?
right.
Did you watch UFC when you were growing up, or they didn't?
Not
have so
like
much?
this actually. Okay, first I watched some. I mean, of course, I did see like this the Gracie when he chokes.
Yeah.
Some guy. Then I see the guy with the one boxing glove.
Art Jimmerman.
Yes, but like.
What about like in 2010 and onward? Anderson
So,
Silva,
okay,
Chael
okay.
Sonnen.
So we was the MMA. So in Georgia, we have some fights like this MMA fights, but we was calling fights without rules.
Yeah.
We was calling fights without rules. And when you translate Georgian, it sounds very dangerous, like fight without rules.
They call
It's
it
like,
no holds bar here. And
How do they say it in Georgian?
Brzolac esebis gareshe. That means like a war without rules. Like,
I
and then-
like that. Sounds hard, dude.
yeah, and then like like pride rules, and they kick
Yeah.
in the face, and
Yeah.
it's just like whatever. And then at the time I was doing judo, and I see there's some banners. They was looking for volunteer fighters to sign, and they can fight.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to try and challenge myself, and I signed it. At the time I don't have a competition in judo, and I signed. I fought my first fight without training in MMA, and I was using the judo technique takedowns, and I was instinct fight, crazy, and I win this fight, but I feel that people was going crazy how they screaming.
Yeah.
I love the energy, and I at that time I realized that was my sport. I find that my rules, my sport, and I find myself in this sport because it's almost it's like no rules. Like long as you not poke your eye,
Yeah.
and then no bite and no kicking the
No
nuts.
scratch. Yeah, just like gentleman rules.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. And then you just use.
Do you feel like judo is like more manly? Because for me, I always felt like jiu-jitsu is more like for women's self-defense for my
I
wife.
agree with that 100%.
But
it is, bro. It is. Like, because jiu-jitsu doesn't win fights. It really doesn't
But
anymore.
judo, you
Wow.
get the takedowns and the throws. And
Bro, I come from judo. I have more respect for jiu-jitsu.
you think so?
You know?
Oh yes, 100%. Okay, judo and wrestling. Oh, you can take down somebody, but jiu-jitsu guy, they can submit you. They can grab
But
your
they can
leg.
pull. They can pull guard. They
No
fall
way,
out.
bro.
You watch
Wrestler
jiu-jitsu.
all
You watch
day.
jiu-jitsu competitions. They just both pull guard.
Yeah, like that's.
No, no, I'm sorry. Whatever it is. Yeah, jiu-jitsu. Me too. Me too. No.
Yeah, get him,
No,
dude.
give me $100. Give me $100.
No, I did not want to go to sleep on
No,
that.
no, no.
No, I'm sorry.
can grab your leg.
Okay, I trust you.
They can grab your leg.
Okay.
They can sit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
$100.
Okay, yeah.
Another $100. Pull out the money.
Show me on Ramsey.
That's jiu-jitsu.
And
Yeah.
see,
So, and,
my reason though, I just don't believe in real fighting.
yeah.
In a real fight, like if I'm on the street and you don't know any jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna win that fight. But let's say we're in an MMA fight, or even if we're on a street fight, the wrestler's gonna win the fight. Whoever takes him down on the concrete, you know what I mean?
So okay, but if other guy is jiu-jitsu, So let's say you are a wrestler, I'm a jiu-jitsu. You take me down, but you know I'm very dangerous from the bottom too. Like I'm gonna maybe do triangle to you. You
Yeah.
understand? I can make you slip. Understand?
Yeah.
Or let's say you are jiu-jitsu. I take you down, but you can do kimura to me. You can do triangle. You can do chokes.
Yeah.
Understand?
See, to me though, that's not Kimura is catch wrestling, because that's a catch wrestling move that jiu-jitsu's kind of taken over. I mean, I'm getting
Yeah,
into
yeah,
antics,
right.
but I'm a wrestler first, bro. So I grew up wrestling,
Right.
and then when I did fighting, I always was like, and I fought the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, some of them,
Right.
and honestly, like on the ground, I just always felt like if I can punch someone, there's no, you know what I mean,
Interesting.
like if I'm
Yeah,
throwing punches, and dude, I've had
But
literally
you have to know. You have to know. No, so that you know that you see the danger if you punch somebody, but same time maybe you punch 1 and 2, but they can still catch. Understand? Like,
yeah, they can catch.
But
an
you
arm.
have to know how to
have to
punch.
defend it. Yeah.
Yes, understand?
Yeah.
Like you have to see the danger. You know?
But then I also think though, like if all things are perfect, like I'm a perfect wrestling position, I'm not putting my arms out, so I'll never be submitted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's why I'm a believer in like the takedown game, because if I was to fight someone on the street, obviously it wouldn't be a close fight, but like let's say like me and you were fighting on the street, whoever got the takedown first is gonna win. You know?
Yes, I agree, but no. If you are a wrestler and if you know jiu-jitsu, then yes.
Yeah.
If you know jiu-jitsu, then no problem.
But if you
Only
let's say if you
jiu-jitsu,
had to
no
choose one, like Kyle, we're gonna teach him one of the arts, and because he's gonna get in a bunch of street fights because he's always running his mouth. What would you teach him?
Jiu-jitsu or
Jiu-jitsu,
wrestling?
Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, really? See, I would just teach him to slam people out on the concrete.
Yeah, but like it's hard to slam somebody to like that.
What made you fall in love with jiu-jitsu so much? Because your home.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have 10 fights in Georgia, 4 fights here in boxing, 2 fights in kickboxing, and 3 amateur fights here in MMA. And finally, my official pro debut, because I had a lot of fights, but I don't know, official wasn't whatever.
Yeah, you weren't
And
officially pro yet.
I come, I swimming this, I was swinging or whatever it is. I'm punching the guy. I take him down. He flipped me over. I try to get up. I take him down. Good judo takedown. And then, but in judo, when you take somebody down, you give the back, and he put hooks on me, and now he make me flat on the floor, and then I'm like, I got trapped here, I cannot move. And the guy control me, and then he was trying to choke me. He was trying to he mount me. I'm like, the little jiu-jitsu hip moves, and it's different, you know what I'm saying? And after, I came back, and I was beating. I take him down again. He flipped me again, and I'm on top now. I'm punching, but he give me almost flat now. When he chops you,
Kimura.
not
Or
with the
with the leg.
Omoplata?
Omoplata.
omoplata.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I cannot do anything. I'm like, I'm strong. I'm not tapping. I'm good, but he trapped me there. He holding me there. It's a jiu-jitsu technique, man. I mean,
No, and I see that.
You
Like,
know, and then
From there, you said I have to learn this thing or what?
yeah. Yes, because how to get up, you need to like, jiu-jitsu move is different, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then I will say, if I fight in the street, I will use jiu-jitsu, maybe choke.
but like, would you try to be on top?
Of course.
Yeah, see, that's
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. You'd always want to be on top. And to me, jiu-jitsu, I mean,
So-
I just think jiu-jitsu, I also have a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
So I have a jiu-jitsu
So I have
black.
only purple belt. So
What?
you wrestler, you have a black belt, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an ultimate white belt.
But I'm just saying, like, and I, like that was my background is grappling and mostly, and that was just always as I've gotten older. Like I love jiu-jitsu. I love to do it now. Like I don't spar anymore, but I'll always do it just for fun. But when I'm teaching fighters, like actually, I tell all my fighters at my gym, they're not allowed to come to my jiu-jitsu classes. Really, they got to go to only MMA now because I'm like, you got to learn how to roll with punches because grappling is become its own sport in its own world almost now. You know what I mean? And like you see 2 jiu-jitsu players playing sport jiu-jitsu, but you're like, that wouldn't translate over to a fight,
Have you ever done just jiu-jitsu tournaments? Because
I
a
did.
great example of what we're talking about is that you remember Aldo just did that jiu-jitsu tournament, and the guy just rolled around, and Aldo's like, "What's going
I
on?"
lost against same guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
lost
did
the
the same match.
same guy.
And literally exactly the same match.
thing.
And it's
The guy
like-
just laid on his back. Exactly, both of them.
Like every time I try pass, he did something stupid. I cannot pass his guard because he's a master of this, and he's not getting up because he know I can take him down. He was just lay down if it's MMA, you can kick,
Kick
you
him,
can punch, you
Yeah.
can slap. You know?
A street fight, you would just step
Yeah.
through and kick him in the fucking teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I've become like really.
Yeah, I understand.
And I teach at my dojo. You know, I'm teaching real fight techniques. Most of my members are never gonna ever, fight in a cage. Most of them are only ever going to fight in a self-defense situation. So I'm like, you need to learn how to wall wrestle. You need to learn how to stay on your feet. I train police officers too.
Nice.
And every time a cop learns anything, they're always like, number one rule, you're on your back, you're dead.
Yeah, actually, that's good. But I think now change my thoughts a little bit.
Yeah.
I think wrestling, of course, very important, but the submission, like my point is submission.
Yeah.
Submission,
Having the submission tools,
Yeah.
but wrestling gets you there.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, like you got to have the kills of jiu-jitsu and the position of wrestling.
The submissions of jiu-jitsu. Because my knee, my this, yeah, I can't do. For me, I'm just going to agree with whatever you say now because now it's twice. Ramsey doesn't help me nothing, so.
No, see, I don't go this. I know he's better than me. I choose
Me
you.
too, bro. I'm not trying to roll hard either. I just choose you or Stove over there, the
because
easy
I
one.
saw you. You don't look like a jiu-jitsu wrestler.
Yeah, look at those ears, you know what I mean? Look at the ears, that's how you tell.
But because for me, I'm more of a striker.
No, he's not. You see that punch? Did you see it?
You look more nice guy. You know?
Yeah. Businessman.
Well, the thing is, so Ramsey is one of my best
He's
friends,
dangerous.
and we go out to restaurants or something, and I think, oh, good, my best friend, he's a UFC fighter. If I get in a fight, he can help me. Ramsey, he just stands and watches. I say, oh,
Make
what the
sure you
hell,
don't
man?
get hurt. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's good for him, right?
Yeah.
Would you do the same? Like if one of your friends was kind of a shit talker, you're like,
I think so. But at least, but what's good about this is you feel very safe with him. That's
Yeah.
good.
yeah. Like you're not gonna get
Confident.
killed.
Yeah,
You know?
you feel confident.
Let me ask you a question. You're becoming very famous. You're getting a lot of notoriety. People love you, right? You do in your Mexican poncho with your sombrero. You're doing a lot of things that are making you very popular. Has it been so new for you now when you walk around the streets of Las Vegas, people, Merab?
Not in the street, not much. Not everybody watch MMA or something, but of course I get a lot. Like when I go store or I go restaurants or bar or something. Yeah, it's like we say, like social media. It's different.
It's
like,
big,
because
yeah.
of social media, some funny picture or something.
Are you married?
No, man.
And see, this is where I'm gonna ask you. This is one thing when you're a young single fighter. I mean, you're a single fighter, and you're like, hey, my man, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna meet chicks. Only people that know you are dudes, right? They're only guys.
Yeah.
No girl's ever been like, hey, I'm a fight fan, unless they're with a guy.
Or their big fat lady.
Yeah, so you're right. Actually, in MMA, on this, not too many girls watching the fans, but
Yeah.
there is some good ones, brother.
There are, but usually, like, it's
but
so
not
funny.
like of course they're like 99% the men.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like I would always be like trying to be like, oh man, maybe I'll get, meet a girl at a bar. And it's always just dudes like, hey, do you remember when you fought blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And hey, do you remember when you fought this guy? I'm like, yeah, I remember that.
Well, it has to be so strange for you. I mean, you have fought some now major stars, legends of the sport. Do you have anything in your brain when you're kind of nervous to fight like Jose Aldo? It's a legend of the sport.
Yeah.
Do you think to yourself, oh, I'm going in there? Because like we had Jake Shields one time, and he was going in to fight GSP, and he's like, oh, shit, it's GSP. Even GSP when he went and fought Matt Serra, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, shit, it's Matt Serra. When you're fighting some of these legends now, is it like, oh, shit, I watched this guy?
Yeah, Jose Aldo really legend to me, and I even never dream about to fight him, but they offered me Jose Aldo. He was in my weight class. He was coming from 3-win streak. He beat Chito Vera,
In line for a title.
some other guys. And then, if he beats me, then he was supposed to fight for the belt. And then
That was in our hometown, Salt Lake.
we
were there.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, and then that was my pleasure to fight him, and I wasn't nothing pressure because I choose, like we said, my mother don't want to be me fighter. My father, he wants to be me healthy and sportsman, but like he don't really choose for me this sport or any like judo or anything. I choose this. Like he give me um, opportunity to choose what I want, and I choose first judo, and after I transfer to MMA. And so it's on me, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't feel like responsibility to like somebody, like when I was working construction, I have to do because I have to do job good
Oh,
to
I see
make,
what
you
you're
know
saying. What you're saying is that nobody expected you to do it. It's not like your father raised you to be a champion. So it was your choice.
Yeah, nobody sponsored
So
me,
nobody-
nobody spent
yeah, so
money.
nobody
No
disappointed
pressure
in
except
you.
your
Yeah.
own pressure.
Right.
Like,
That makes
when
sense.
you were fighting Jose, you're like, I chose this. It's not like your
Not like
dad's
so-
like,
not-
hey,
not-
get in there and
Not like,
fight.
you're, not like you're
right.
disappointing somebody because you chose it. Only you could disappoint
Right.
yourself.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
even like with Mackenzie Dern, we had her on, and I bet there's a lot of pressure because her dad's her coach. Her whole life, she grew up in jiu-jitsu, and she even said like her first fight, everyone's like, she's the next Ronda Rousey, and it was like all this out, but you felt like you just kind of came in. It was all your own pressure. And
Right, and then even before, like I wasn't able to go fight in MMA here when I came. It was hard because I don't know nobody helped me beginning, and after I start fighting MMA because I was working and I don't speak English and I cannot learn any technique or because I don't understand and then I wasn't able to train jiu-jitsu. I lost some fights, and I'm like, maybe it's not for me,
Yeah.
I get now fights, but I lost, and I was thinking maybe I'm not UFC level,
Yeah.
and I stopped thinking about fighting, but I missed fighting. I came back. I win 6 fights straight, and I signed to UFC. And then even to me go UFC, it was for me, wow. I mean
Yeah.
UFC, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
already big deal. And then winning UFC and fighting, it was already,
But was it tough for you go to the
So,
UFC and you're on the undercard and nobody's in the stands? Like, was it weird for you that people don't come to the undercard? You were fighting in front of nobody. It's like fighting at the Apex.
No, but people watching on TV.
Yeah.
You are UFC.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, it's better than small shows.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better than fighting for $200.
yeah, that
Yeah.
small one.
Yeah. So anyway, and then when I'm fighting Jose Aldo, it's my honor that I don't really care. I want to just show my best performance. I don't really care. Win or loss, and of course it's I'm fighting Jose Aldo. Of course, more chance that he can beat me.
Yeah.
But I want to show just my best, and no extra pressure. I'm always just focused on do my best. Now it's a fight for the belt. It's different situation. Okay, now when I have this opportunity to, I came #1 contender. Now I'm fighting for the belt. If I lose this opportunity, I may never get this opportunity. So I want to win. I'm so close to the belt, understand?
But don't
Yeah.
you don't you
Yeah,
And you
I
can
wanna-
taste it right now, right?
I want to win at least one. Then of course
you-
after, if I win, I want to depend more.
Well, I mean, Henry was just sitting here and he was like talking about wanting more belts, and I was like,
course, man.
Triple C,
the
he's never
the
ending.
hard part though now is the champion is Sugar, right?
Yes.
And he's not like a lot of the guys in 135. He's so tall, right?
Yes.
Does it create some big problems? And such a great striker. Your plan is just to take him down? I mean, it can be the only way, huh?
No. I mean, of course, it's. I always have these tools with me that I can mix fights and take him down, but I can strike, man. Listen, I wasn't able to take Jose Aldo down, but I win. I win the fight.
Because for me, you only showed me jiu-jitsu. You didn't show me any striking on me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Now he's gonna have to punch you. But like, what do you see? Like, obviously the Sugar's the fight you want.
Yes.
I think we all want to see it. I don't understand any other fight other than you and Sugar. But what do you see as like the biggest threat for you with Sugar?
Or do you think you just you outclass him entirely?
No, I don't think that way. I want to fight him since he signed to UFC. Because he's superstar. He's really talented. He knocks people out. Only loss he has against Chito Vera.
And it's kind of like an injury, and I
Right.
think he just showed it was a
Right,
fluke.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, not that he just shows a fluke. He showed like he
Right.
fucked him up,
Yes, he's great fighter. I mean, to how he get title fight, yeah, they helped him. That he got like easy way, like they don't give like this easy, like Aldo. They don't give me like this easy, like how they help him, like me or some other fighters. Understand? Like because he was fighting guys outside of top 15, he was knock people out, which is not easy. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
knockout, and you know it's not easy. And then they give him one guy from top 5, Peter, and it was a lot of people thinks that Peter wins this fight, but because of judges give him, now they give him title fight right after he beat only one guy from top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah, and then,
And do you feel like it's not, and that's what I've always said is like, it's not necessarily like, I feel like there's 3 or 4 guys that could be the champ at any given time in each weight. But sometimes it's hard just to get to there because you got to beat all these other guys. But then you see some people get a little bit more of like an extra push. Like, what does that feel like? You're like, because you've been grinding, bro. You fought everybody to get to that title.
You fought Peter Young.
Yeah, and Jose. I mean, everybody, Henry, like anybody that's a name in that division. Does that piss you off, or is it like?
yeah, of course, like you know, it was like I said, it was split decision. O'Malley win against Peter, split decision. A lot of people think that Peter win this fight. And I dominate Peterian in 5 rounds. And then why I don't get the title fight? Understand?
Yeah, and you dominated
Do
him.
you feel like
And you dominated the former champ, Jose, who was in the line for the next.
But he was older.
No, but he was on a 3-fight win streak, about to fight for the title.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
My question though is, do you feel like, and it seems O'Malley picks sometimes lesser fights. Do you feel like O'Malley is worried to fight you? He wants to pick away from you? Do you think he's
He
too worried?
was, yeah. He never, ever mentioned my name, even I was called out respectfully. Sometimes I was joking, sometimes whatever. He never mentioned my name. But now, even now, he win the title. He still call Ilia Topuria, which is it's
A
not
different
real.
class, yeah.
It's not real fight because Ilia Topuria is a great fighter, but he just came champion. He's not gonna. They're not gonna let him fight somebody like small guy. And then even O'Malley only defend belt once. And then I am the number 1. I was waiting for here a long time. Why he has to run? You know, like why he should. He should mention my name and just sell this fight, and send.
Do you think he's scared of
Do
you?
you think he's scared? Do you think it, or is dishonorable?
I don't know. I don't want to say he's scared, but I know
But if he's
just
scared,
don't-
he's scared.
yeah.
Do you think he's scared? Yes
Or
no?
maybe not scared. Does he know that your skill set can beat him?
Right. I guess he said. I guess I don't know. Maybe he don't want to fight me. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. But anyways, what else?
Well, we're just saying, do you think he's avoiding your fight?
Picking away from you.
Yeah.
Picking away from you.
Because it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me. I mean, Cheeto shouldn't have had that title fight, but I mean, other than the fact that it,
Right.
He's
that
getting
little
the one loss, yeah.
storyline. But I feel like the storyline with you is just as big. He knocked out your, one of your really good friends, teammates, Aldo. You've been beating everybody. He was like the superstar. It's the only fight to make. Yeah, right? That's the storyline is you want to, I mean, would it be fun to avenge Aldo? Or do you not care about that really? You just fight.
I mean, of course, like yes, that would be good, and but I will talk later. I want to first. I have to beat O'Malley.
Yeah.
Here's a question I have.
Well,
then.
here's the
Should
thing though.
Yeah, so like
Even-
back to your question. So I see him as a challenge. I don't think that I go there and I will beat him. He's good. I respect, and he's good fighter. That technically I should beat him because I'm a wrestler, grappler now, and that's my style. And I should be able to close distance, grab him, clinch work, take him down, make him tired, and he will be tired, and I should control. And I can either strike or I can either grappling or keep fight.
How do you win the fight?
Me?
Is there something that tempts you to strike with him because he's such a good striker to show him a better striker?
Exactly. I want to challenge myself.
Do you want to fucking knock him
Yeah.
out too? Hell yeah,
I want to
attaboy.
scrap.
There we go, yeah.
I want to strike.
You want to get that $300,000 bonus, right?
All right, and we're getting.
So if I did against striking, if I knock him out, I'm good with 50,000 bonus.
Yeah, you take it. Yeah, I'll take the 50.
So here's a question. We're getting closer to the end. I do have a question. Let's say you take the belt, right?
Yeah.
And then things progress. Eventually, Aljo makes it to make the championship fight. That's your good friend. How do you fight a good friend for the championship?
We just moved up. That's why.
Yeah, Aljamain Sterling, he just changed the weight class. He's fighting tomorrow for 145, and he's saying he's never gonna come
back down. Too much, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, he's so big, man.
He is big.
Like, I didn't realize until we sat next to him. I was like, oh, shit. Like, we're the same size,
He
bro.
walks around 170.
That's insane,
And
bro.
he was making 135.
Me too. I walk around 170.
Yeah,
so.
270.
Close. Okay, tell us. Merab, we're incredibly excited. You were, of all the fighters that we had to line up to interview, I'm telling you, Ramsey said my favorite that we had.
Yeah,
to do
bro.
was Merab.
I had to get you,
Yeah, so
man.
much
I'm a
respect for you.
fan,
Thank you,
dude.
brother. Thank
So
I'm a
it's-
huge fan. Honestly, like, I love your fighting style. I think you're a machine, and it's like they should start. If I was the UFC marketing, I would start marketing like how they market Chimay, an unbeatable, machine from Eastern Europe, bro. And that's literally
Thank
because as Americans, that like is kind of the storyline, and you're coming for
the Red Menace.
yeah, the Red Menace. Like, and no matter what, like those are what our movies were. We grew up to was like,
Even
we-
you got some red in the beard.
Yeah.
they can see you're coming.
we grew up to that, and so I think like if I was your marketing manager, I'd be like this unbeatable machine from
Plus,
Eastern Europe.
but the problem, Merab, you're too nice. You're too friendly. You need to tell.
Yeah, you need to talk a little
I
shit.
can't, bro. I can't.
Why not, bro?
It's respectful though, huh?
Yeah, we are fighters. We know you working so hard, and you wanna win like I do. You have family, you have
Yeah.
5 kids, and then if you start talking shit, then I will.
You'll bite.
Yeah.
Miguel Kahar. Or Miguel Kahar,
Oh,
see?
thank you. That's good.
It means you're a wolf.
Yeah. The
Because
thing
this dude is a wolf,
The thing
bro.
is, though, I think this would actually be worse for me if I was a fighter and Merab was beating my ass and he was feeling bad for me as he was beating my ass. Like,
Sympathy.
oh, brother, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, no, please say something mean.
I mean, if I fight with you, I will feel.
feel-
I will feel bad for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I will.
I would have, bro. This asshole's all day. He needs
he's
it.
Nice guy, but one time actually, I have one story about this. I'm making my UFC debut 2017, and the guy I'm fighting, he's Frankie Science. He's 37 years old. I'm 26 or something. He's like 10, 11 years older than me. And then I try to study him, and then I watch some fights, and then I'm like, oh, let me check his Instagram, how he trains, who his coach, whatever. And then I go his Instagram. He has a picture with his family. He has I don't know, 2 kids or 3 kids, like look like him, and then nice family, nice family. And then it's I don't know, it's this memory gets stuck in my head,
Yeah.
And then so now I get some virus before the fight, like 1 week before, and I still cut weight. I'm still make weight, and I'm coughing, chilling. I don't feel good, whatever. But okay, I have my UFC debut though, because I don't want to cancel this fight, and I'm there for fight. And then I'm the blue corner, he's the red corner. We are fighting in Fresno, California. He's from California, I think. And then I go first. I'm okay now. The red corner, he's coming in. I look him. He looks very kind.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
And then when I look his face, his memory, his kids' picture.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to punch him.
Yeah.
I just don't want. I don't know what happened to me.
You're different than Israel. Israel Adesanya, when he knocked out Pajeda, then he shot the kids, too.
Yeah. He was different.
Did the knockout in front of the kids.
I had a moment like that. I was fighting this guy in the UFC. His name was CJ Keith, and he's like an ex-military. And part of the reason our fight got pushed because his house burned down. And, same thing. Like I looked because I was looking on his Instagram, and there was like a GoFundMe, for his house, and he's an ex-military, and he had all these nice-looking kids too. And I'm like, man, this guy's nice. I go to the fight. Very nice guy. He's like, oh, I'm such excited to fight you. And I'm like, oh, man, misses weight. So I get part of his money.
Oh, no.
And then I went out and just beat him in the first round. And I remember like hitting him like, oh, please stop this ref. And then afterwards I felt so bad. I tried to give him the money back, like the bonus or the 30% of him missing weight. And Dana was like, no, bro, you can't. And I was like, well, let me just donate some money to his GoFundMe because I felt so bad. And Dana's like, no, like you could literally get in trouble because
Oh, it
of
would
the
look like you paid him
commission,
off, yeah.
and the fighting. It looked like you paid him off. So Dana was like, I'll take care of it. And Dana
Wow.
probably took care of him. But I remember
Wow.
thinking that moment, like, saw this guy, I was like, I don't know if I really want to beat him. Like,
Well,
It's so nice of you.
yeah.
But
Merab, how do you feel? We'll ask last question here. For me, I'm a casual fan, of course. I've always been a big fan of Dana. Do you feel like you love Dana? He takes care of you, or what's your relationship with Dana?
so of course I love Dana. You know, he's he
He is the UFC.
Yeah,
you know?
he create this company. Not create. I mean, he grew up.
Grew
this,
it, built
and
it.
Yeah.
He did so much for this company, but he's boss. You know, and then who loves boss? You know, so when
Yeah.
it comes to business and money and
Yeah.
like this, you know, I respect him. I watch his interview. Inspire me, but you know. But like you know, like when I see him, you know, I just like I shake his hand like a boss. You know, I know he's my boss, and he, you know, like one time when I say I don't want to fight my friend Aldo, he was so mad about me. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I don't know if my word was Mera here. I don't know. I'm just saying he never offered me fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Why you like like?
But so you've been around him, now you're around me.
No.
Do you think I could beat Dana up? Yes or no?
I don't know if you have maybe like something.
like a gun? yeah, a stick, a baton. yeah, maybe. Dana trains, bro. Dana boxes.
But I
dude.
beat Dana for the hair at least. So
Yeah, at least you got a hair.
Good, Merab, thank you so much, man. Honestly, it's such an honor. It's truly a pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
man.
bro, me too. I'm really honored. Like, I'm a huge fan, like I said earlier, and I hope you get that Sugar Sean fight.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Merab, Coaching the Casual. Let's see this man beat up Sugar, take that belt. Thanks for tuning into the Coaching the Casual. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and share it with your friends. Thanks again.